What's up, world? J Black 830, episode 10 of the Universal Hustle Podcast. Today we have Sonnie Baker the Tattoo Maker. Let's dive into it. We right back at it, man. Universal Hustle Podcast. J Black 830, man. We got Sonnie Baker, the tattoo maker, in the building, man. What's going on, man?
Doing good. How's everybody doing? You doing all right, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Everything been going good, man. It's a pleasure to have you here,
Thanks
man.
for having me, man.
Sorry for the complications, man. There's been a lot going on, but
you're good.
we here now, man.
I understand.
We here now. I've been itching for this interview right here, man.
I've been itching to come.
Man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's been a long time.
I've been seeing y'all doing these interviews, man. I've been wondering when y'all gonna call me in.
Right, yeah. No, we got you, man. I told you at the gym, man. We gonna put you down, man.
Yeah.
But let's get straight to it, man. I know you're a tattoo maker, and we brought you here to interview about and talk about your life in tattooing, man.
Yeah.
But I must say, man, what is going on with the vacation you took, man?
Which one? No, I'm just kidding. No, man. Just like all the people that hang out at the shop, we all take our own little vacations. Rick and Abby, they're really into like Native American stuff and their ancestry and stuff, and they always just go on these adventures, man. And I always ask if I can tag along,
right.
And usually they'll let me tag along,
right,
you know.
Right.
And but yeah, man, it's just I feel like whenever you work so hard, you have to go do things like that. I used to not ever take the time for myself and to do things like that, but it's a must, man. And honestly, to involve nature and all those different aspects of being outside and being grounded and all those things, it really helps out just the stress of owning, you know, any type of business.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to have those times. You only live once, man. You only live once,
Right.
for sure.
So you got out there and did a lot of thinking.
Yeah, we did a lot of different, a lot of thinking, a lot of different stuff, a lot of time alone, you know. I slept outside for 5 days straight, which that was a task in itself, because, you know, every day you're not used to sleeping in the bed
Right.
and having a TV, you
Right,
know.
right.
But just getting it down to the bare minimum, and, you know, sitting by the fire at night, we would have Abby cook for us, and, you know, me and Rick would try to help her as much as possible, but it was just real basic life, you know. The woman would cook, you know, me and Rick, we took care of all the, you know, other stuff, and, you know, we all just took care of each other and survived that whole
right.
camping trip.
Hey,
you know?
when I was watching your reels, you know, the footage you posted, it kind of put you in the state of mind of that Survivors Island, or, you know, that show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love shows like that.
That's the first thing came to my mind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I've always been into nature. When I was a kid, you know, I grew up in Ingram, and you know, I grew up with very little, and so I was always outdoors, you know. So it's just been a while since I've slept on the ground. I've done it many times in my life, but it was a good experience. It kind of, you know, brought you back to your roots, and, you know, just kind of brought you back down to, you know, we're all just humans here, and the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You know, laying by a fire at night out in the middle of nowhere with no service, nothing, you start to realize how just all these little tiny material things, like even a bed, for instance, a TV, all those things, really, they're just all huge distractions, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Where were y'all at?
We basically camped in every major desert area in New Mexico in a matter of 5 days. The first night we camped in the Chihuahuan Desert, and then the second night we went to the Aguirre mountain range, and we camped out there for one night. And then a woman that we've met along our tattoo journey, her name's Loba. She's the one that gives us all the stick and poke tattoos. She lives in Silver City, and she actually has some really nice piece of property out in the foothills of the Gila Mountains, and that's where we spent the last 2 or 3 nights.
So basically y'all had a tour guide.
Yeah, man, we had the locals. Yeah, it was badass. And then we also went and watched the Siberian throat singing concert, and that was one of the main reasons too we went up there, was because of that concert, and that was a really cool experience.
They just topped it off.
Yeah, it topped it off, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that what's up, man. I thought I'd ask you that when I seen you, man. I usually see you in the gym. I didn't see you. I ain't seen you in a minute up there. I guess we got different schedules, but it came to me right now. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, anybody who's never been to New Mexico, any area in general, but Silver City especially, is a really, really cool spot.
Okay. We'll have to look that up, man. So let's get to the tattoos, man. How did that start? How did you get into tattooing?
Well, let me take you way back here, man. Let's go. I've done construction my whole life, man, and my dad was a carpenter ever since I was a kid. I've been on a roof, and a lot of construction workers, a lot of them have done time. A lot of them have a lot of tattoos, you know. A lot of them do tattoos.
Right.
And so I had hired a few workers. One of them works for me right now. His name's Mike Queen. I just hired him the other day.
Oh, wow.
And he inspired me. He's one of the people who inspired me to start tattooing. He would show up to the job and we'd work all week, and we realized that he did tattoos. Well, come Friday, you know, we'd all be in my garage getting paid. I'd be paying everybody, and you know, everybody would have their tattoo idea for the week, and Mike would sit down and make some extra money, you know. And just the concept of chilling out, sitting down, you know, it's almost like having a little powwow. Everybody's chilling, doing their thing, you know, watching this dude do his art. It's just so much fun to just chill, you know what I mean? It was just a cool vibe. And probably about, you know, 4 or 5 years went by. I was getting heavily tattooed, and I came actually right here to Santana Lozano's shop, and I got a tattoo. And whenever he was done, I realized how much he charged me, and I was like, damn, it takes me all day long of sweating my ass off doing construction to make that money. So, you know, I've already seen someone do it to myself, I don't know how many times, and asked them questions, talked about it, and I just had a really good idea, and I said, you know what, I think I can do this, man.
Right.
So I went home and I bought me a kit online, and I made phone calls and studied for about 2 weeks, and then I started tattooing on my legs, man. That's the very first one I did right there ever. And I did
classic.
Classic. I did at least probably like 10 on myself before I even really started telling people I was like tattooing, you know.
Right.
And then we were chilling at work one day, and everybody's talking about tattoos, and I was like, I got all this stuff to do at my house, let's do it. And they were like, you done tattoos before? And I was like, yeah, man. And I showed them the ones I did on me, you know, but I never told them that I did it on anyone else, you know.
Right.
I just did them on me. Well, we got there and I did one, and man, everybody was gassing me up after that, you know, and it just kind of went downhill from there. I met LJ. Everybody kept telling me LJ at another damn tattoo studio was opening a shop, go talk to him. And I talked to LJ, and me and LJ hit it off and hung out for about 9 months to a year almost, I bet. And then after that, I remembered Santana and came right back over here and said, man, am I good enough, you know?
Right.
For a while, he was like, you're not there yet. Finally, I would shoot him pictures all the time, you know, which was cool because most tattoo artists, they hate on people that, you know, are learning outside of a shop, you know. But I'd send it to Santana, and finally he sent me a message. I was actually doing really bad in life at that time. I got a DWI, and I was kind of lost. And I remember I was sitting at these people's house that I used to drink at all the time, and I was sober. And I got a message from Santana, and it was a long message. And I didn't even think twice about it. I thought it was a chain message, so I was like, I'm not reading that shit.
Right.
You know, so I set my phone down, and I was like, wait a minute, that's from Santana, so it's probably kind of important maybe, you know. So I looked at it and started reading it, and it was a long paragraph about how out of everyone Santana's met, he picked 3 different people, me being one of them, to teach how to tattoo. And he wanted me to come up to his shop. And I was like so happy. I ran inside, told everybody at the party, you know, look what Santana just messaged me, you know. And came up here, man, and first time I talked to Santana like about apprenticing, I said, I'm quitting my job today. And I quit construction and started full on tattooing over here. And don't get me wrong, man, it was a long, hard road. You know, I had to sacrifice a lot of things in life. You know, so if you ever decide to do this, you're probably gonna get at least 1 DWI. You'll probably go through a divorce. You're damn sure not gonna finish with who you started with. You know, so you'll probably lose a couple good buddies on the way. Just know all these things. You know, it's like a lot of sacrifices. You know.
Yeah.
But the LJ, I remember him saying this when I first started tattooing. If you stick with it, the grass is greener on the other side, buddy. And you know, if you stick with it, you got to stick with it though. Once you get there, I promise you, the grass is always greener on the other side. You know what I mean?
So you stuck to it and kept doing your thing, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So
never gave up. Yeah.
How did the name come about?
Okay, so the name. So back in the day, this is kind of funny, but they used to call my dad Sonnie Baker the Booty Taker.
Oh, wow.
And then, you know, so
What
like
the
we
world?
were sitting over at Santana's and everybody's trying to think of their names and make their little Facebook pages. And I'm like sitting thinking, man, what's something that rhymes, you know? And I'm like, wait a minute, you know, I've heard everybody call my dad, you know, the booty taker, Shady Baker, the booty taker. I'm like, you know what? Sonnie Baker, the tattoo maker. You can't beat that. You know what I mean? It's just like the butcher, the baker. I'm the fucking tattoo maker, old son. And I'm the baker, so.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever ask Dad, man, what's going on, man?
Yeah, well, you don't want a nickname like that in the joint, that's for sure. But no, he got that name in high school. I don't even really know how, but I think all of his buddies probably gave him that name.
So did you ever think that everything that you went through would take you this far?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, JR. I never thought in a million years I would ever be a tattoo artist, bro. Like, I thought I was gonna do construction my whole life. That's what I grew up watching my dad do. I'm a hell of a carpenter. It was definitely my destiny to do what I'm doing right now, that's for sure, because I don't know anybody that really just goes from one extreme. I mean, that's two different extremes, carpentry and tattooing. That's totally different things, you know. And I didn't even really know how to draw that well when I first started tattooing. But over time, you have to learn how to draw and be artistic and things like that. But, you know, it's just one of those things. I was a natural. I picked it up and started doing it immediately, man. And I really enjoy it, man. It's my whole life. And I do think that, you know, all the effort and everything, it's brought me as far as I have. I never gave up on anything. I have had so many bad, different, you know, obstacles to overcome. I could sit here and make a shit list of things and money I've lost in this process, dude. I mean, thousands of dollars. Yeah, you just never can give up, man. Never can give up.
So me being a barber, I mean, when I first started, one of the hardest things was when creating a haircut is getting the line out, or making it even, making it a afro even, or edge up, getting the edge up even.
Yeah.
What was the hardest thing that you had to figure out before you just jumped out there? Shading?
I would say shading. And in all honesty, I would say for me, it was learning how to draw. I would say drawing is 100 times harder than tattooing, if you ask me, to draw something perfect. Some people may think that's different. I honestly think that I could tattoo a portrait 100 times faster than I can draw one. I can draw one really good, though. It just takes a lot more time.
Right.
If you ask me, tattooing is a mixture between painting and drawing. You know, if you can mix those two concepts together, then you could make a really good tattoo artist.
So do you freehand a lot?
I do freehand a lot. It just depends on what the design is and what we're doing, kind of. But over time, I have gotten real comfortable with Sharpie and ink pens and just drawing on people. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest piece of art that gave you the most challenge?
The biggest piece of art that gave me the most challenge. Let me think here. Probably, I did this one sleeve on a girl. Her name's Tesla, and it's all geometric, man. All line work, geometric, dot work, stippling, and just piecing those together. Honestly, that's a pretty difficult task to do all.
How long did it take you?
I would say at least probably around 20 hours, I imagine, total. But I worked deals with her and stuff, and she could only come in because she has kids, you know, and work for about 2.5 hours at a time, you know. So every time she'd come in, we'd work for 2.5 hours, and, you know, eventually we chipped it all away and got it done.
So when she told you she wanted that done, how did you hide your, I mean, I know you felt like, I can do it.
Yeah, you know what's weird?
How do you hide that?
Well, it's just one of those things. Honestly, it comes natural. I feel like either you got it or you don't. I mean, there's still times when I'm tattooing and I feel like I'm getting lost in the art, you know. But you just never stop. You keep going, like when you're doing it, and by the time you're done, you're so focused on it for hours. By the time you're done and the person's left, and you look, you're like, damn, I did that. Holy shit, damn, that does look pretty good. You know what I mean? You know, it's because you're your own worst critic. You know,
Right.
And in all honesty, I feel like in tattooing, you should be your own worst critic. Even if you do a good job, you still should find imperfections in it, because that's the only way you're going to continue getting better.
Most definitely.
I feel like there's a lot of tattoo artists that think they, you know, have already figured it all out or know it all.
Right.
I mean, we sit at the shop all day long, and watch each other tattoo and feed off each other's energies and information and things like that.
Right.
We share information.
Yeah, that's because I mean that could be better than AI, because I know you can't go on AI and say, hey man, I need to fade this out. I need to trim this out.
Like that. Yeah. Nowadays it's kind of different too, because you get a lot of people that call and they're like, hey, will you draw this up for me? And we got Procreate and iPads. I love to draw, and back in the day we did draw a lot of our designs and stuff, but we got Procreate now, and it makes it so much easier to design tattoos. It's not even funny.
Right. Yeah, that's what's up, man. The technology
it's came a
really
long way.
is convenient for a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
So when we opened the shop, before the era, the smoke shop era went crazy here in Kerrville.
Same thing with the tattoo shop era.
It was like about 3 or 4, even barbershops back then.
Yeah, there was only, I think when I first started apprenticing here, there was literally 3 tattoo shops in Kerrville. Same, yeah.
So
I remember that.
Did you see yourself opening up a shop?
Yeah, well, I mean, I always wanted to. I know that even when Santana was apprenticing us, he told us that was the ultimate goal, is y'all don't want y'all here forever, y'all want to leave, I want y'all to leave here and build y'all's own legacy type thing, so whenever I left Santana's in general, that was my goal, and it took me about 2.5 years after I left there. I thought I was going to leave within a month, open the shop, and then I left, and 2.5 years later, I finally did it, but I chose different paths as soon as I left, and, made some bad decisions, but all the decisions I made, it led me to where I'm at today. So.
What do you think your worst decision was from the day you left? What was your worst decision?
Women. No, I'm just kidding. Probably just, not following what my heart tells me.
Right. You
trying to please other people and trying to put other people's feelings before mine, and you got to look out for yourself, man. Especially in a business aspect.
Got to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I went through that. The same thing. I could definitely release some chills through my body when you said that, man.
That's the truth, though, man.
I'd have been through the same type of deals, man.
Yeah.
Some people get left out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there ain't nothing you can do about it, no matter how hard you try to hold on to them.
Yeah, no matter how much potential you see in them.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go.
Yeah.
They just.
It's crazy how life separates you from certain people that are only meant to be in your life for a season.
Right. And then sometimes the craziest part, you end up being the bad guy.
Yeah. No, that's the truth.
You end up being
it always
the bad
is
guy.
like that.
But if you let that take you down mentally,
man, you can't focus on the negative. You can't focus on the negative.
I don't mind being the bad guy.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, one thing that also got me to where I'm going is all the things Santana taught me. I'm not going to lie. Santana set us down when we first got there. He made us make a goal sheet. A weekly goal sheet, a yearly goal sheet, a 5-year goal sheet, a 10-year goal sheet. And you want to know what I did? I looked at Santana's goal sheet and I made all my goals the exact same as his. But
right.
If he wanted to make $800 a day, guess what? I don't give a shit if it's my first day.
Let's do it.
I'm making $800 a day, son. Let's do it. And that's the mentality you got to have, man. Motivation. And speak it into existence and write it down.
Not only that, but you hang around other positive people, man. That's what you get.
That's true. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a reel the other day. It was a guy, Sauce Walker, one of the Houston rappers. He was saying that if you can't be around me if I can't use you. That's right. People that's around each other, they use each other. Yeah. And it's not even financially, or it could be on some positive.
Yeah, spiritually.
You know what I'm saying? Spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
just for motivation.
That was a good deal, right?
We all
there,
pick each other up. I try to keep a tribe aspect over there at the shop, like we're all a tribe, we're all a family. I even have a chat group we're called the Tribe,
Right.
And so we all pick each other up, we all have that team mentality, and that's what I try to make sure everybody that joins our group knows that, if you see someone down, you help them up. You don't come point it out to me. You help them immediately. You know what I mean? So, but we all got a good vibe over there. We're all a team, and we all work together, and we all make it happen.
And that's what makes it work. The team.
We love our life.
The San Antonio Spurs wouldn't be good as they are if it was just one person on the team.
Yeah, that's right.
It takes a team. To be good.
Yeah, and that's like you're saying. We feed off each other.
Right.
We use each other in a good way.
Right. Most definitely. You got a lot of artists that are popping out the woodworks here in town.
Yeah.
Different shops.
Yeah.
What sets your shop apart from everyone else's?
I would say for the most part, and I'm not speaking on anybody else's stuff, I would say for the most part, just vetting the artists that come through my shop. All my artists that have came in my shop, they're very well seasoned. They know exactly how I operate and how I want things operated. Anybody who is new there has done an apprenticeship, through me, and has their skills up to a certain standard before I allow them just to, take phone calls or, take walk-ins or anything like that. Right. So just the fact that they're well trained in their art and their craft, and also in like bloodborne pathogens, and as far as cleanliness goes, because that's a big one, man. Yeah. You don't want to go somewhere where you don't know what's been going on the night before you go in there, or who cleaned what or anything. I take pride in how clean my shop is.
Right. So how many orders do you have now?
I think I have about 5 or 6. I also have a piercer that's by appointment only. I want to give everybody a shout out that works for me.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
I got Lala Mystic. She's a girl that I hired. She actually apprenticed over here at Santana's, which made me feel real comfortable with her, because he already spit game on her, and we kind of learned from the same dude a little bit. And so
what are her strong points?
Her Lala really does good at line work. She's getting really good at color realism. She's really good at color blending. And all those things. She's trying to excel in every aspect, but
sound like it.
But honestly, she's getting really good, man. She's getting really good.
Okay.
I got Ricardo Garcia. That's the dude that him and Abby always go on my little journeys with them.
Oh, okay.
Rick is extremely good at black and gray realism, line work. He loves doing like Native American tribal, or like anything tribal.
Oh,
He just loves. You don't get a whole lot of people doing that.
Specialty.
Yeah, and so like he likes doing that. So if you ever want some of that, be ready to hit him up. Feel free to hit him up. I got Kevin Sledge there. Kevin Sledge, he loves anime stuff. That's anime's his thing.
Right.
And
Anime King.
Anime King. And he also is getting super good at fine line and stippling. So like anything realistic too, he basically shades it all stippling, which is very impressive if you ask me. I got Zachary Meredith. He's a new one. He's not from around here actually, but he knows a lot of people for only being around here for about a year and a half, 2 years. I think
he's been networking there.
Yeah, and he's doing good. He's got a really good head on his shoulder. I got Mike Queen. He's one of the ones that inspired me to tattoo. He's an older cat. He's from California.
Shout out Mike.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Mike. He's my homeboy. I got Abby. She's kind of studied in stick and poke tattoos. This is Rick's wife.
Oh, okay.
She's just always around the shop. She's always been there helping us do events and clean and whatever, just helping us all the time.
Right.
I got David Gonzalez, but he's a barber. And shout out to David. He's a badass barber, and he's actually going to take over the barbershop scene over there, I'm pretty sure, in the next few weeks.
Okay.
And going to start doing his own thing over there. Luna Crystal, aka Piercings by Luna. She's a sweetheart. She's one of the best piercers I think I've ever met. I've met quite a few of them. I hired her, and I haven't had not one complaint, man. She's just super good.
Get them in and out.
And I want to give a shout out to Adam West Nyquist. He's from the Valley, and he ain't been here in a while, but he used to come down for at least a year. He came down every other week and helped us do walk-ins. Really solid tattoo artist, man.
Okay.
And then also shout out to MIE Bullies represent. And that's all. That's all I got working for me, really, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. It sounds like a team, man.
Yeah, we're definitely a tribe,
like
man.
a team.
Good tribe,
I mean, that's like I say about a team, man. That's what it takes.
Yes, yeah.
It's really kind of impossible. You hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I did it by myself. I'm self-made."
Yeah.
In reality, if you really just think deep, it started from somewhere.
And you get what you project, man. I didn't seek out any of these individuals.
Right.
You know what I mean? All these people found me, in a sense. I started off all alone in my shop in Center Point, in a big ass shop with one station, and just started building from there.
Right.
I'd like to think that God brought these people to me.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
And to help me. And I try to make it to where it's us. It's not my shop, it's our shop. You know what I mean? And we all treat it that way.
It's no I and team.
That's right.
So when you is it? I know you don't just accept everybody that calls. Hey, Sonnie, I want to do tattoos. How do you separate everybody?
Well, that's hard,
Is
man.
it like an interview? Or?
It's hard. It's an interview process, but what you do is you usually give them about at least a month, if you're nice, probation period, and before you actually start trusting them. Sometimes it's about 2 months. I think when we were at Santana's, I think he waited to give us a key for about 2 months, before he actually gave us a key,
Right.
But honestly, just with my experience, it's best to take your time with a new person, especially if you don't know them, before you put full trust in them. You got to train them, man. Know how they're going to treat individuals. It's not just about doing good tattoos. You could be a good tattoo artist and be a complete dick asshole of a human being, and nobody's going to want to fuck with you.
Your people skills.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
People are coming for an experience, and that's what they want. They want someone cool to tattoo on them, and that's just the way it is nowadays.
Right. So you opened up a shop in Ingram,
in Center Point.
Center Point.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that going?
Well, I know I had the first shop I ever had was in Center Point, and then I opened one in Fredericksburg about a year later, and that was my whole goal in general. When I first started, I wanted a shop in Fredericksburg, and I looked all over. I couldn't find a spot,
Right.
So I finally settled, and I found this little building in Center Point, and I was terrified. I said, man, I Center Point, and I did it, and I spent, basically every dime I had to open it, and I made all my money back the first month, and I've been rocking and rolling ever since, man.
So you branched off and opened another one.
In Fredericksburg, and it was meant to happen that way. I almost had to open up Center Point to be able to, get ahead enough and make enough money to be able to finance the one in Fredericksburg. So, but I'm in a good spot right now with the shop in Fredericksburg and the group I got, man. I'm digging just having one shop, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so you gonna let it go?
Yeah. Well, I already let Center Point go probably about 3 months ago because my lease was up.
Right.
I had it for 3 years. Yeah.
But Fredericksburg, man, you might get somebody from Australia.
We get people from Germany, Denmark. I've already given this one dude, his name's Johnny the Dane. Shout out to Johnny the Dane. But I've given him 2 full sleeves. He's from Denmark, and he's an older cat.
Wow.
Cool ass dude, man. A lot of experience. He owned 10 restaurants in Spain one time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. You meet all kinds of people.
Yeah, it's definitely a tourist spot.
Yeah, definitely.
I never knew that all these years, man, until recently.
Yeah,
you told me, man.
Yeah, it's like a little version of Germany.
Then you go down, you go down there and there's people all up and down.
Yeah,
downtown.
it's constantly hustling, bustling, busy up in the town.
So you're taking walk-ins.
Yeah, we're taking walk-ins, man. We got Mike there doing walk-ins usually all the time. He's ready to go.
Yeah. That's what's up. So what was the hardest thing about running a business to you?
The hardest thing about running a business is just keeping up with everything, like the employees, trying to manage all the employees and just make sure everybody's doing everything right, and especially when a tattoo shop, it's a lot of responding to calls, answering calls. So like my phone goes off all day long, dude, and I literally answer the phone probably from 7 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Even when I'm on my little vacations, I was showing Cheyenne and Avery all the pictures, and in the midst of me showing all the pictures, they were like, what were all those screenshots of phone numbers, and I'm like, those are people that messaged me, I sent to the group, for tattoos, because it's just, hit and miss, man. But I would say, honestly, the most hectic part is just dealing with the cell phone and talking to people and answering questions and text and stuff. That's why it's good to have a secretary, but,
it's not going to get done like you want it.
Yeah, especially it's not going to get done like you want it, for sure.
Yeah.
And I know how to talk to people, too. I like talking to people to a certain extent,
So you 24 hours a day, phone just going off.
Yeah.
So how do you separate that from your family life?
Well, it's hard because I'm a single dad, and I've always been a single dad, even since I was over here. So that's kind of difficult. But I got real lucky in a sense of LJ and Santana let me have my kids up at the shop all the time. Right. Don't know why they allowed that, but they did. Yeah. And I really appreciate them for doing that. It honestly taught my kids how to be super well behaved. But I usually it got to where now I'm taking Sundays off to spend with my family, because I was working like 7 days a week and just doing my thing, and I thought that's what I had to do. And I would say probably about 2 or 3 months ago, reality hit me that I'm not working for another man, and I don't have to be doing all these things that I'm doing all the time anymore. Like, I don't have to get up and shag ass to work if I don't want to anymore, you know what I mean? And so I'm kind of enjoying that here lately. It's kind of like I can just kind of relax, I've earned it.
On your time.
Yeah.
So Baby Baker.
Yeah, that's right.
Baby Baker, you think he going to pick up
the tattoo? It's time to get back to being the booty taker. Hell yeah.
No, so I'm talking about your son. Baby
Samuel.
Baker. Is he in the...
Yeah.
Is he coming?
Well, he's about to graduate this year, man. He did good in football this year at Tybee. I loved going and watching him play, man. He kicked a lot of ass, and he told me that he was thinking about being interested in starting tattooing, and so I told him whenever he graduates, all he's got to do is show up, man. And honestly, I want him to, because it'll, run through all the different skills, things that I've learned and maybe even forgot about over the years,
right,
and re-hone all those things. I know if my son comes and learns from me, my tattoo game's going to go up just like his will.
Right. There
Cheyenne and Avery, I'm pretty sure, are already going to be tattoo artists. Avery already told me I'm going to be a tattoo artist, but I think Cheyenne still is kind of trying to figure out if she wants to do that.
Right.
But they'll probably all do it at some point and use it at least as a backup.
Do you catch them drawing?
Oh, Cheyenne and Avery draw all the time. That's like all they do, I feel like. Yeah. Samuel, he doesn't draw too much, but Samuel is also, man, he's one of those kids, the people that you can just kind of show them something, dude, and they pick it up, quick, man.
Right. Yeah, he's been around, so
yeah,
he paying attention. Don't think he's not.
Yeah, for
even
sure.
if he goes to college and breaks out the tattoo gun in the dorms.
Yeah.
I got it from my dad.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, that's kind of pretty much wrap it up, man. Was there anything you want to tell?
Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to say, man, and I seen it last night, man, and I just wanted to say it, but the secret dreamer works while the world sleeps. That's all I wanted to say.
Works while the world sleeps.
Yeah, the secret dreamer works while the world sleeps.
That's deep right there, man.
Oh, yeah. And I feel like, honestly, that's why I got where I was at, because I was that secret dreamer, working while the entire world was sleeping. Right.
Yeah. There you go. At one time, we was the one sleeping.
That's right.
So we woke up.
That's right, yeah.
So what would you tell an upcoming artist?
Upcoming artist, I would say, man, first of all, get a good portfolio of drawings. Show the person that you want to teach you that you are an artist first. Don't just walk into a shop and say, hey, I'm here and I want to learn how to tattooing, because that's not really how it works. It's honestly kind of a disrespectful way to address it. But I would probably start drawing and honing all of my art skills and get a good drawing portfolio first before I'd ever approach another tattoo artist that owned a shop. You could do a few tattoos. I would honestly do them on fake skin first. Don't be like me and tattoo all your legs, before you even become good, and then you got a bunch of stuff to cover up. But fake skins, they got some really good techniques and ways nowadays to do fake skins. Kevin Sledge and Zachary Meredith and even Rick, he did a badass fake skin the other day. But they impressed me with their fake skins. I don't even think I'm that good at fake skin, but Kevin knows little secrets, man. You can put the stencils on there and put them in a freezer and pull them out, sit them for 24 hours. The stencil doesn't wipe off. There's all kinds of cool techniques to, help you, do it in practice, So.
Right. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, tell the people how they can book an appointment with you.
Okay, so y'all can book an appointment with me through Facebook or Instagram. My number is 830-890-0417. Also, I have a Facebook page. It's Tattoo Makers Custom Inc. All my artists have access to it, so if you message that Facebook page, somebody will respond. It'll either be me or one of the artists, and then you can book with them through Facebook, or they'll give you their number. Usually all of my artists take a deposit, but the deposit usually comes off the full price of the tattoo when you show up to the appointment time. Another thing I want to let everybody know is stop messaging all these scam people on Facebook, on online garage sale, that say they're doing free cover-ups and say they work at these shops. Really research the person you're messaging and make sure they work at the shop they're working at, because that has happened so many times, not just at my shop. I've seen it happen at other shops in Kerrville. Just really research your artist and even call them. Pick up the phone and call them. Look at their Facebook. A lot of times you can look at Facebook and tell in 2 seconds if someone's Facebook page is fake or not. But